Hello, hello, hello. I am Nikole, and welcome back to the channel. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Nikole, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today, our Run It Back series is back. We are here to get into the top moments in music and entertainment of 2023. So let's see what came in at number 10. First up for our singles, we have The Boy's a Liar by Pink Panthers. This single peaked at number 3 on the Billboard charts, and of course it had all of the teens and tweens going crazy. Even had a lot of people dressing up like Pink Panther and Ice Spice for Halloween. Now, Pink Panthers was put on my radar maybe about 2 years ago, and I really fell in love with the alternative pop sound that they were putting out. It gave me all of the 90s and 2000s nostalgia that I needed. And it definitely sent me on this whirling path, as I do when I find something I like. Sent me down scrolling through Apple Music, finding other artists that were actually taking on the sound as well. The whole alternative pop sound has seemed to go all the way back in the underground. So I was definitely wondering when it was going to find its way back front and center. And I think The Boy's a Liar taking over TikTok definitely helped bring it back. And once they decided to throw Ice Spice on the remix, the song was definitely out. Now, when it comes to our albums coming in at number 10, we have Set It Off by Offset. The album hit number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the R&B and hip-hop charts. Now, across the board, the album got raving reviews from social media showing a lot of love, and major critics like Variety and Rolling Stone, which actually really aligned with what I said in the game plan. Now, I know y'all are probably shocked to see this album come in at number 10, especially since I was so excited about the project. But now that we've lived with the cycle of this album a little bit, I was disappointed at how the rollout has kind of fizzled out really fast. The pre-rollout of all of the interviews, the social media content, the music videos definitely had me craving more once I got the album. So I was thinking that we were kind of going to get a more so visual album from Offset. We did get a couple more music videos to be released, but I think since it is now the holiday season, he's kind of pulled back from the promotion of the album. And a lot of the attention in the industry typically around this time goes elsewhere. So that is the effect of dropping your album really close to holiday season. Now, he's done a few performances and kept up with the press. So there may be more to come in 2024, but I wouldn't bet on it. Now, another thing that seems to not have gone to plan is Cardi and Offset's marriage. Some people think it's a publicity stunt. Others have bought into the fact that they are no longer together. But with their history, who really knows? Unfortunately, we have to add them to the laundry list of celebrities and entertainers that broke up this year. It seemed like every week there were at least one or two couples that were either on rocky terms or completely calling it quits. There were so many unexpected breakups in entertainment, like Tiana and Iman, Brittany and Sam, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, and even Ariana and Dalton. The list goes on and on. And it honestly just alludes to what we all should know by now, that everything that glitters ain't gold. And that right there honestly seems to be the industry's theme this year. Moving right along to number 9. Another song that I loved this year was Mahalia and JoJo's song, Cheat. Mahalia definitely stands out amongst the crowd. It was really great to see her kind of take center stage this year when she dropped her album In Real Life, which I really, really loved. She collaborated with a lot of U.S. talent on this project, including Destin Conrad, Joyce Rice, and obviously JoJo. I feel like Mahalia has definitely amped up on the storytelling when it comes to her songwriting, and Cheat is definitely a reflection of that. Even beyond the themes, I just felt like the way that Mahalia and JoJo collaborated and the way their voices came together was perfect, and the visual was cute as well. I definitely want a lot more people to get into Mahalia. I feel like down the line she'll definitely have some bigger moments. Now, Snow Angel by Renee has landed at number 9 when it comes to the albums for me. This was a debut album and it landed at number 44 on the Billboard charts. This project really put Renee on the map when it comes to bloggers and music enthusiasts. I feel like the critics definitely have polarizing views, but I feel like they tend to be a little more critical when it comes to actors turned musicians. Now, we did get to cover Renee Rap this year on the last episode of Phase 1, so you guys should definitely slide over to the channel and check out that episode. Snow Angel was a great mix of pop songs dedicated to TikTok and song placements, but it didn't neglect having those ballads and mid-tempos that provided a canvas for her to really tell her story. And you already know those are my favorite type of albums, where we can get something that is obviously going to be generic for the people, but we also get to see that we also get to go behind the veil a little bit and get to know who the artist is, especially on a debut project. Renee is also reprising her role as Regina George in the upcoming Mean Girls movie. And she recently dropped the deluxe version of Snow Angel, so I cannot wait to see what else she has coming in 2024. Now, from Renee to Victoria, from Coco to Chloe, y'all already know I'm happy triple threats are back. Life definitely seems to go in cycles, and the music industry is no stranger to that as well. If you've been watching closely the way I have, R&B is slowly but surely making its way back front and center. Musicians are now required to diversify their expression, and touring is becoming a huge factor in a lot of these artists' careers. In the 90s, it seemed like you had to be a triple threat in order to separate yourself from your peers. And then it kind of just became a part of a generic industry formula. And some people just weren't gifted enough to actually sustain being a triple threat. And it definitely ruined the appeal of it. But now the cream is rising to the top of those who can sing, act, perform, dance, write, produce. The list goes on of a lot of these newcomers' talents. Even the way some of them have chosen to deal with the media definitely shows that they're here to stay. And I, for one, am a happy camper. All right, y'all, that is a wrap on this episode. Drop down in the comments below. Let me know what some of you guys' favorite albums, singles, and moments of this year were. And guys, who do y'all think made that top 5? I want to know. Drop down in the comments. Tap back in the next episode of Run It Back to see what comes in at number 8 and number 7. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.